Alright, here's another little video. This one, Wednesday, 23rd of December 2015, 22:16. I just want to document on video, on the assumption that the videos on YouTube make it through, unedited to whatever extent, a rather odd email exchange I have had with the Ministry of Defense of the former UK. So I sent them at this here mail actually yesterday, actually midnight, a little after midnight. I sent them this mail, and I sent it to CIOFOI for the simple reason this is some public information email of theirs, because the problem is every other method NION that they offer on their Ministry of Defense homepage does not give you a bloody email address, but it just gives you PDF download links to funny forms and whatnot that you fill out and then mail in or something. So I sent it to them, and as BCC I put in the usual recipients here. I noted that the minute miniaturized scale tables of Great Britain, utilized as late as the 80s on a regular basis for simulations, and occasionally they're beyond even, have started to appear as alleged aerial photography on Google Maps, with out-of-scale modern cars and boats partially placed and partially photo edited into them. As someone deeply worried about security, I would demand an elaborate rectification of such mad doing, and furthermore, I demand an immediate personal appointment with the current Secretary of State for Defense. As an example, supply the Arundel area on Google Maps. Wolfgang Trubshaw, Lord of Kippen. I chose to go for the Lord of Kippen, funny title here, and my address here. This is what I sent them a little past midnight. They took, and this is what I got. They took till 14:51 to send me an answer. They write, "Dear Mr. Trubshaw, thank you for your email. The Ministry of Defense requires further information in order to take action on your email. Please could you specify your area of concern, as the area of Arundel is too broad. It may help if you were to provide a link or send a picture of area you are specifically interested in. Yours sincerely, Information Rights Team, Ministry of Defense." Which left me a little puzzled, I must admit. And after trying to come to terms with what they possibly might mean with that, I chose to send them this as a reply. "Esteemed Information Rights Team, attached you'll find a screenshot of maximum zoom on Google Maps of a random zone of the southeast of Arundel. Admittedly, vast settlement of sprawling vistas as Arundel is, I should have had the presence of mind to specify apparently. Arundel was just given as example. If anything, I, as Lord of Kippen," I do have to work a lot on the nasal tone there, "was specifically interested in Downcastle near Stirling. Say here, for example," and here I supplied them with a link. I actually have it open already, but I just refresh it. This is the link I supplied them to. And here we go. And you see this is maximum zoomed in. You see magnificent miniature terrain. I mean, it is pretty nicely done, just that it says a scale where you can bloody tell it's fucking miniature terrain. And the thing is, they have the entire region there, not the entire region, they have the entire bloody country miniature terrain. And you can tell it's bloody miniature terrain. They have some pieces on the map, there was some, on the Isle of Man I think it was, they have some odd mountain looking area where you see a straight cut through where several tiles meet of terrain. But let's zoom further out and let's go down to the Arundel area. Here we are, the Arundel area. There you see Arundel Castle, nicely in miniature, and that does appear to be a somewhat larger scale, so I'm not sure if that means, oh fuck, Scotland, and if they did Scotland only in a smaller miniature scale than they actually bothered building England in. Here's some, I mean, you can see with most of the trees that they have been badly photo edited into there, or rather, I assume the original purpose was to make this a line of sight feature, or give it without the foliage in winter times, and so on and so forth. The funny thing is you don't have a single satellite dish in any of the roofs and so on and so forth, because these These miniature terrains have been built in the late 70s, I take it, thereabouts, ballpark. There is one single person here. Here's a bad photo editing effect, by the way. Those be dolphins, alright, but whatever that is supposed to be, it's just a fuck up. You have, I call him the Hoff. I assume this is a person. The only other people you see, really, are children in some Catholic ground school somewhere. That's the only other people you see. And as you go down the river, you will see that they added new boats even, and they too are really badly photo edited into there. You have a police station. That is the section of the map that I actually sent them. There's a police station somewhere there. Where is the bloody police station? There is the bloody police station. They have half a bloody car. I don't know if, well, it should be pretty obvious. This is the original full car, and here you can see that it's missing like half of it. So I hope the good policemen at Arundel don't drive around in half bloody cars, because that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? And they have a butt ugly tree somewhere. That was one of the most screaming things. Where's the butt ugly tree? A butt ugly yellow tree somewhere. Well, you can tell what it here. Here's the butt ugly yellow tree. This horrendous thing, whatever it's supposed to be. So the point is not really that, hey, these be terrain tables. Now everybody understands that these are terrain tables. I just wonder how comes. So back to the email. Arundel was just given as an example. If anything, I, as Lord of Kippen, was specifically interested in Downcastle. See, the point of this, the thing with Downcastle is, as the 18th is out of it, and due to the fact that I came to understand that it was actually Bonnie Fuckfug working the 17th already, and Bonnie Fuckfug, and to whatever extent Harry, working the 18th, I figured there might not be all that much information on Arundel to be found at Arundel Castle, archives-wise and whatnot, because you can bet your ass that the 16th did keep whatever type of journal and whatnot. Maybe Bonnie Fuckfuck did not have the presence of mind to do that, but the 16th was certainly. But then there might not really be all that much useful information at Arundel Castle anyhow. So in an earlier video, I so to speak, kindly asked for, well, what you might call that, for a bed and breakfast kind of thing at Arundel Castle. Currently, I know it's in ruins, but I understand these ruins are pretty well maintained. It should be doable to get my ass to Downcastle. I hope I pronounced this right. And then it would not even be England, it would be bloody Scotland. So, my new wished-for place of residence is Downcastle. I think that should be obvious from what I sent them. Well, the quality of terrain making was so severely bad simplistic that even not zoomed all the way in on Google Maps, one could not realize the miniature landscape for just such. I have no further information except the ability and willingness to, in detail and logically, explain to the secretary, or indeed anyone else at MOD, that the disclosure of the existence of such terrain tables, even today with technologies far advanced compared to the 70s, 80s, is utterly counterproductive and completely pointless. In fact, the idea was to use that as if the idea was to use that as deterrence of whatever nature, it would resemble idiocy of remarkable degree, much as if one were kind enough in poker to warn the other players that they should fold as one holds 3 aces. In fact, if the issuer of that order to have those images supplied to Google can still at all be identified, there is a man deserving the gravest consequences for his actions. Wolfgang Trepscher, Lord of Kippen. And here I supplied just a screenshot of the mentioned area with the police station as a random example, because they asked me for a bloody example in their mail, right? So here they were asking me for a link or send a picture of your area you're specifically interested in. I'm not specifically interested in any bloody area. It's just the very fact, which militarily is idiocy, to show to the world, oh, look here, we have all of Great Britain on a miniature table. We don't care how you try to manipulate whatever data we have it all on miniature. Because, see, we live in this day and age where analog, so to speak, is a good thing, apparently, even if it's bloody from the 70s and misses a few satellite dishes on the roofs and whatnot. And letting people know that is militarily idiocy of the highest extent. So anyway, so I answered them, and I get, that was 1612, and I get back 1640 this here. Dear Mr. Trubshaw, the Freedom of Information Act entitles the requester to be informed in writing by the public authority whether it holds information of the description specified in the request. Can you please advise what recorded information you are seeking? Regards, Information Rights Team, Ministry of Defense. Once more, I was ever so slightly puzzled. As you might perhaps envision, I was thinking, are they bloody stoned? Or something to that extent. Then I was thinking, well, as this here footer is in blue and the original footer further down here is not, I was thinking, all right, so at first, apparently I got some secretary or whatnot, or male, female, whatever, basically someone ignorant of anything, and then it was forwarded to the boss, who apparently is incompetent about everything. So now I'm dealing with, see, here I am trying to explain to the MOD a whole lot of things. First and foremost, that they should get my bloody ass over there. And this is what I get back from them. And what really puzzles me is this here, which almost seems to me like they were completely delusional about my identity or role or whatever. I'm not even sure how to put that. It almost sounds like, can you please advise what recorded information you are seeking? That does sound like wink, wink, nudge, nudge or something. So if the MOD is watching this on the YouTube, I don't want no recorded information or any shit like that. I wanted to kindly point out to you that Bonnie Fuck in all of his delusion might kindly have invited people to just bloody walk into Mordor, basically, in a wink, wink, nudge, nudge kind of way. I don't know who these people be. I take it to be most probably the delusionists of, as I call them lately, nicht zustande kommstan, which is basically the Arschlöcher. They are split up in a north-south bit as of lately, which means ex-Germany, ex-Austria and thereabouts, with, unfortunately, it appears also Denmark somehow involved in this. My point, my dear Ministry of Defense, is that, how do I convey that to you? I don't have no inquiry, really, because you see, my original email was a rather rhetorical question, namely, the fuck? And I'm being answered enigmatic secret agent spy shit, which I don't quite understand, see? Because I understand that, well, I take it that you don't quite understand that I'm not in any bloody scenario. And this map of Europe, incidentally, that you have seen before, this one, ignored the red coding here, but the outlines of these countries. This is not a war game that I'm caught in. This is reality, my dear little fucks at the MOD. You might not be up with reality. That might be because a whole lot of you might be caught in scenario apps. This is reality. As the prime protector of mankind, and as a European, this is what I have redesigned Europe as, whether you bloody like it or not. And the point is, you see, I might have done away with your United Kingdom and all of that shit, but as you see, there's still a bloody Ireland, there's still a bloody Scotland, actually Ireland doesn't have much to do with it, there's a bloody Scotland larger than it used to be, there's a bloody Wales larger than it used to be, and there's a bloody England. And at the moment it's still bloody red, though I fail to comprehend how everything in bloody England must insist on keeping it bloody red, because the idea is that what is coded red here gets a little less red. That is the idea of it. See? It does not get any more red. I have written that in an email. But you should bloody, my dear MOD people, see to it that I get my ass somewhere over there, and be it over up here, that's fine with me. No more down there, because apparently Arundel Castle is left for the tourists, basically. Though I wonder what you do when fucking 18th is finally put out of his misery. But You don't seem to understand what is going on here. I am telling you what is going on here. And the first thing you must understand is you get my ass over there. You get my ass out of beautiful Vienna. No, there would not be an exile that the Prime Minister of Finland would be going into, because I'm not telling you that as the Prime Minister of Finland. I'm telling you that as the Prime Protector of mankind. I'm telling you that as Zero. I am telling you that as the new Cowley. However you choose to not understand the CI5 program worked back then, I tell you this as who else? I tell you this as the Lord of Kippen, an inverted comma or bloody not. You don't seem to fucking get it, do you? Just get my ass to bloody Albion. As of lately, bloody up there. I don't have any money to myself get my ass there. If nothing else, have that money come to me with maybe a plane ticket, a train ticket. I don't give a rat's ass. I have no way of getting up there. I can't even hitch a ride because there's few people in Vienna who drive to bloody Stirling, Scotland. Nor do I have at all any money. I'm at the point, if you have bothered to read my documents, after years and years and years of being besieged by the delusionists in these here parts, at war with the delusionists in these here parts, I'm at the point of being completely and utterly broke. I collect cigarette butts from streets, cut them open with a scalpel and then roll them into new cigarettes. That is what I do as the Prime Protector of mankind. All you have to do if you want this shit here to not be read, and not because I so decree, if you want this shit to not be read, then get my ass over there. And if anybody from England, or if nobody from fucking new hyphenated England can be bothered to do so, maybe someone in the MOD from the new Scotland might be able to get my ass to fucking Stirling, thereabouts, Kippen, Down Castle. Thank you.